boom, boom, boom. Such a beautiful trade. There we go. Share, copy link. Boom. Hello, Cameron. Hello, Robert. Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Hello, 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 hello. Evening, hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having an amazing day. In a buy now. Oh, risking it for a biscuit there. 5 minutes. Oh, that's unfortunate. Good. How are you, Max? I'm good, Jim. So really good, actually. Anticipated this bearish pennant for the entire day. Mentioned it this morning. Been stacking shorts the entire day, anticipating this move, and the move came beautifully. So yeah, like today was just absolutely perfect day. Yeah. Even all, hello Paul, hello Wowtown AI, hello Mark. Yeah, I saw that win was huge. Yeah, it was really nice, Jim. Yeah, everything just went really nice today. Hello Sarah, hello John, hello. Let me just grab this, move this over. I think I maybe put the light on, I'm not sure. But yeah, things just went perfectly today. It was really nice, really solid day. Really happy with how it went. And yeah, but let me know how your day has been. Hello Steph, hello Lee. We did the last, so I've put in, I think, the last like 3 bear flag / bull flag / pennants that I've put in, where I've put in like what it is, what we expect to happen. It's happened perfectly. So really happy with how today's gone. Ah, it's unfortunate, Steph. How did you misread it, Steph? What did you try and enter buys in Glasgow this week for work? Nice, Alan. From near 480 was in a sell on the challenge accounts at TP65 and took a little one to football. Couldn't monitor it properly. Could have TP'd all the way down here. Yeah, NMA. I mean, this move here, I didn't expect as volatile move as this, but you know, definitely all day expected a move down. Lena, I'm not bothered where it'll go now. I'm still in a nice sell position. I'm just going to ride this move down. I wouldn't be looking to take any positions here after such a volatile move down. The next buy position I've got sort of all the way down here. I'll see how we interact with this trend line, but I'm happy to just stick with shorts. I've built up a nice sell position in this range here, and so I'm happy to just let it run. If we continue down, brilliant. If we go up, I've taken partials, so I'm very happy. Hello Raj, hello Glenn. Steph's mistake was not checking all the time frames and overlooked Fu Manchu. Have to get used to it more, to be honest. At least, Steph, very important thing is that at least you've identified the issue, which is you know, a huge stepping point. So the worst thing you can do is, you know, make a mistake in trading, make a mistake in anything and not know where you went wrong. If you can identify where you've gone wrong, then it's a saying which I love to say, which is you haven't lost, you've paid for a lesson. Andy, I would definitely say so, Andy. We've had an absolutely gargantuan move down. I wouldn't look to enter another sell position here. Yeah, due to work. I'm finding it hard to find a good time to trade/practice. When would you say is a good time to get locked in? When you say Wowtown AI, do you mean like when's a good time to lock in like on your journey, or when's a good time like during the day? Even though the Lord has arrived. Hello, Craig. Craig's like cooking up a storm. And then Craig, did you I think you just replied to my message there. Is that all good to do with sort of launching tomorrow / like tomorrow night? And then like soft launch and then hard launching it on the start of December. And then we can just go along with the bigger thing as well. It's all good. Good time to buy Bitcoin. We'll take a look at Bitcoin shortly, but currently just gold's beautiful during the day. All good, Wowtown AI. So it really depends on your schedule, mate. So if are you up really early for work? Do you go to work late? Like when are you sort of working? When's the hours where you can't really be at the charts? And yeah, all good, bro. Nice. Have you had an update on the indicator, Max? It should pop up if I've. What's the update? What's the update, Tony? Normally it comes up with a little purple like update thing if it needs updating. Craig, you're all good, mate. Craig's cooking, man. But yeah, let me know how your day has been. Let me know how you've been at the charts. Again, I'm super happy with how this bearish pennant played out. Like really happy with that. VWAP close level. Okay, I like the sound of this. Wrong one. Oh, I haven't seen this before. Where is it at, Tony? Whew. Is this... I haven't seen this before, I don't think. Wait, was it there? I saw VWAP there. Should be the top. It's not showing up for me. I might need to reload it, Tony. I might need to like take it off and re-put it back on. My goal for 2026 is to be chauffeuring you around in Dubai, in one of those great cars. Chris, not chauffeuring, okay? Getting chauffeured. That should be the goal, okay? I want you getting chauffeured in Dubai. Just 9 to 5. And then Wowtown AI, do you have access to your phone during work, or is it flat out no phone? Oh yeah, if you are liking the stream, then if you can double tap the screen, it helps like spread the live around. Do you want to test one out first? We'll get it going, Chris. 100%. Which car you choosing, Chris? Let's say you've got a weekend in Dubai. Okay, what car you choosing? What car you choosing? This question goes out to everyone in here as well. You got a weekend in Dubai. Okay, what car you choosing? And by the way, I saw someone sent me a video earlier which was quite funny. And it was a guy saying like, why would you like get nice cars in Dubai when you're stuck in traffic and you can Uber like a Tesla or whatever. And I kind of see it, but like at the same time, if you like cars, like I don't care if you're stuck in traffic. Yeah, I'd rather be stuck in traffic in some crazy 700 horsepower Ferrari than in the back of a Tesla. I really didn't get his point. And then there are some very nice roads in Dubai, and then on a night, I just really don't get that point. If someone wants to drive around in nice cars and they can and they're on holiday or whatever, or they can afford to do so or whatever, then I really don't see a downside in doing that. And I didn't get that video at all. Ferrari for me, please. Yeah. Look, I have to say, Ferrari grows on you very, very, very quickly. Before driving Ferraris, I just thought like, they look nice, but it's just, I don't know. Like, Lambo's just better, isn't it? But then you drive a Ferrari and they're just so smooth and so sleek, and they've got respect on the roads. So one thing I've definitely noticed is when you're driving a Lambo, for example, like, people don't really respect you on the roads. You're just some kid in a Lambo. Like, they don't really care. But if you're in like a blacked out Ferrari or some, like, people really, like, they respect Ferrari. Ferrari's got such a good brand. People respect it on the roads a lot more. So people just move out of the way, which is useful in Dubai. You like the rules? It's nice. Audi, fair play. Hop into some cells. I'm already in some cells, Vic. I got some cells on this account, and then from all the way up here, you can see I've just been looking for cells this entire day. So cells there, cells there, cells there. I've took partials on this, like quite a lot of partials actually. Like, I took a lot down here. But I'm on my like main accounts. I was literally on a call with Jay as I was adding to the positions. I've just been stacking cells in this area here, which has been very, very nice. Rari, I wouldn't look to enter buys here. I mean, right now, chances are 50-50. Could go down, could go up. RS Terra, nice. Okay, right, it's a wrist draw. Do you like that caption, Los Blancos? I thought that was a pretty cool caption. Did you like that, Los Blancos? I thought that was pretty cool. I was happy with that. Hilarious caption. I got a lot of messages to that. I thought it was a good one. So, yeah. Mate, yeah, I felt like a beast typing that out, I have to say. It was cool. We had Mark in the roles, what was it? Not yesterday, the day before, and he loved it, so that was really good to see. Sammy, you dropped me a message. Have you messaged me? I thought I saw it on Discord, but I can't remember. You came up with it yourself. I did Los Blancos. I didn't see that anywhere. Yeah, I don't know how I came up with that, but I thought it was pretty cool. Is maths and trading? Not really. Yeah, like, yeah. Car to be chauffeured in would be the Rolls with a bottle of bubbles in the back. Chris knows about the life. That does sound nice. Okay, Sam. So on Discord, I don't reply to any messages because on Discord a lot of people get scammed, so I don't want to reply on there. Insta, it hasn't come through, and then I'll check Telegram after this. Which I hadn't taken partials, but have to follow my rules. Would have passed my prop. Yeah, Graham, follow your rules though, mate. And by the sounds of things, you took partials, so that's hugely important. 4K that all good, Chris. And Chris, how did you find? So Chris was recently in Dubai with me as well. Chris, you're back in the snow now, back in the freezing cold. What's that? What are your top tips when creating and testing a trading strategy of your own? Been watching your videos and want to put a few bits of what I learned together. Nice, Alyssa. So something which I've learned when I backtested loads, and I backtested so much, like ridiculous amount. One thing that I came to realize is that you can backtest a system, but can you forward test it? Can you actually use it on a day-to-day? Because I was coming up with these complicated systems which needed X, Y, Z, Z confirmations. And when I came to actually use them on the live charts, I'm missing trades every single day because I can't actually set alerts for it. So an important tip is, can you set alerts for it? That's why I love levels, because I'm like, okay, when I approach a level, I get an alert. And then I only have to go to the charts when I get those alerts. That's a very key tip, being able to set alerts for it. Then also, not making it too complicated. Keep it simple, because if it's quite simple, for example, just like I'm talking like maybe 2 confirmations in terms of like you've got a fib level and you've got like a daily open or something like this. That allows you to become an expert on the system. Jay. The generational fumble. Now, Jay's on a current generational run. He's had some pretty interesting things go on in his personal life now, but they're all adding up to a generational run unlike any other. How much would you say to make from trading consistently to quit your job? Very situational dependent. You need to have savings. You need to have money there to sustain yourself for like, at least like 6 months really. At least 6 months. And that's when you can sort of decide to quit your job. But making at least the same as, if not more, as your current job with like 6 months in savings is good. Thanks very much, mate. Quick one about the VWAP indicator. Do the green and red buy-sell signals come up before the candle closes or after? Also, can you set alerts for them? You can set alerts for them, Alyssa. I'll show you. I haven't set alerts for these in ages, but if you go into... Please don't tell me that phone's going to ring. Okay, it's not going to ring. Good. If you go into add alert, I can't quite... Okay, so it's Cypher B. And then, yeah, it's just here. Buy, big green circle, same as charts, only once, and then you can create it here. Or you can alternatively go the sell ones here. And that's how you set alerts for it, which is really easy. And it's on candle close. So when, for example, here, we'll zoom in a little bit. So when this green dot prints and confirms is when this candle closes. So when this candle closes, that's when this green dot confirms. So it's on the candle close. Yeah, I agree with Craig there. Shit, bro, I'm dealing with so much shit, Craig, on my days. It's so long. It's all building up for my full-time generational run. Yeah, it 100% is. Hello, Nigel. Hello. Yes, Jay just got to wade through the shit first. 100%. 100%. And look, you run into a lot of challenges. Trading will test every single aspect of you as a person. And if you can push through, then I think that shows so much. If you can consistently profit in trading, you can do anything. Like, I am convinced you've got the mentality to be able to do anything. Matthew, so technically speaking, we had this bearish pennant here. So bearish pennant. So we had a huge move down, a lot of sell pressure. Then just sort of consolidation. So basically the sellers having a breather before a further impulse move to the downside. This move has been gearing up the entire day. That's why it's so volatile. Again, this move has been forming the entire day. Look at this consolidation. It's been building up for this one giant move. And yeah. Yeah, what Craig's cooking's insane. Matters in trading costs. What do you mean by that, Ray? What do you mean what matters in trading costs? Yeah, Chris. So either business in Dubai in the free zone. I think Christmas run is hospitality has stalled my trading journey till January. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of sectors coming up into December, extremely busy. But I'm sure, Dominic, there'll be good money there. As you run up to Christmas, so you'll be hopefully making good, doing well there. Protecting capital is the most important thing in trading. 100%. Rule 1 in trading. Let me know in the chat now. What's the first rule of trading? What comes before everything else? No, it was. Okay, sounds good, Tony. The VWAP close levels is a really nice ad, by the way. That's really, really nice. I do like that. I'll 100% use that. And that will actually make me use it more because sometimes I forget about those. They're easy to forget. Hammer. Yeah. 100%. Protecting your capital. Okay. Conservation of capital. Okay. If you're not alive to participate in the war, then you can't win it for the team. Okay. You need to survive to be able to win. Okay, that's the first rule. Okay, trading. You ready for this? I know you're anticipating it. Trading is like a war. Okay, and it really is. It's brutal. And if I put you in sort of a war situation, you're just going to try and survive. You're not going to run in there, you know, guns blazing, trying to get a bloody kill streak. You're going to be there trying your hardest to survive. Okay, it's no different in trading. Try and survive. Look, occasionally, you know, opponents will open up and you can take advantage of them. But until that happens, survival is key. Okay, get in a corner, pitch a tent. Sam, I do go over it in one of the parts of the course. I don't know which one though. One of them, I talk about patterns. Yeah, that's actually that's a good point, Craig. Nice, Tony. And I hope your recovery's going well, mate. Jay's speaking from the heart on that one. Jay. What a guy. That's funny. By the way, guys, if you are new to the live, drop a hi in the chat. Let us know you're here. Okay. Again, we won't bite. Let us know if you got any questions. Even if you're a beginner, if you're super advanced, whatever it may be. Let us know. You know, we're here to help. Have a laugh, and then also provide some really high quality value and some ideas. You know, all it takes is one idea to spark your whole journey of profitability. One idea can shape you into a profitable trader. Okay. Jay. Oh man, me and Jay had a call before this, and so I'm just thinking about what we went over, and it's I'm not gonna say, but it's interesting. Look, Jay's a beast, and he's definitely got he's been put through the I don't know what the saying is. But he's been put through it right now, and he's definitely coming out stronger, getting better and better each day. And something which is really important, actually, really, really important lesson to be learned from Jay in his current situation right now. Right now, Jay's got, you know, he's got a lot of stuff going on, and his mentality, you know, he knows it isn't as good as it was before, just because he's got a lot going on. And so what he's done is he's stepped back away from the charts. He's understood, okay, I'm not in a current mental space to really execute on trades the way I want to execute on trades. So he's taken a step back. That is so important, and so shows such high level of trading maturity to be able to identify when you're not at peak performance, and being able to step back it really shows you know, your trading maturity. The ringer, that's the one, Paul. Jay loves the drama. He thrives off it. An absolute beast. He really does. Put it through the ringer. That's the one. That's the one. Okay, gold is moving up nicely. Now took most partials. I mob. You are good at trading. Thank you. Brem, drop me a message on Telegram and I'll run through that so I can give a really detailed breakdown of that exactly, because I feel like if we go into detail on that here, it might go down a bit of a rabbit hole. We'll have to do one. Actually, Brem, that's a good idea. Let me know your thoughts on doing a live specifically for like fundamentals. Like, is that something you like interested in? Because it can take us down quite a deep rabbit hole, and it can be quite advanced, but it's important to know. Let me know if you would be interested in a live purely dedicated towards fundamentals. Would that be something you were interested in? Jay loves going through transfers. Yeah, sounds okay. That sounds good. Sounds good. Okay. Okay, that's really, really good. It can give us a sense of direction. Los Blancos, it's important to, like I said earlier, so having a fundamental bias, normally those fundamental biases are so strong, and you can say with a very high conviction that an asset is going to move in a certain direction. And a lot of times, like, it kind of has to move in that direction, really. Again, you can't argue with fundamentals. And so you can, just like we did today with this, bearish pennant, what you can do is you can build up an idea through fundamentals, and then the only hard part is coming up with the entries to build on that. But because you've got such strong fundamental bias, you're absolutely set. It's good to trade gold. Wowtown AI, it depends on how you perform during those during that session. Some people perform better during low volatility, low volume sessions. Other people perform better during extremely high volatility. It depends on your trading style. We've got people who absolutely rinse Asia, and then we've got some people who literally only trade the first hour of New York. What do you mean IMOB? Max's trading is going to reverse tomorrow, Wednesday. Max, we are about to go on a generational run next week for this group. Love that, Jay. I want to see it. I want to see it. Okay, let's zoom out then and see what's gone on. See the environment we're in. Come up with a plan. So, do you invest in stocks? I do invest. I don't trade stocks though. Like actively day trade intraday or even swing. I hold stocks for a long time. Okay. So we've had a huge impulse move down, sort of consolidation here, where basically the sellers have had a breather, followed by a further impulse move to the downside. We anticipated this further impulse move from this morning. We've been outlining pretty much all day that we're anticipating this move to the downside. We've still got this. If we zoom out a bit further, let's come down here. If we zoom out a bit further, we do have this 0.886 previous range point of control. Basically, previous range point of control is where a lot of transactions took place during that period of time. And then trend line there, you know, really nice. So that looks good. I'm going to get rid of this trend line here. I don't particularly like that. Get rid of this here. Just clear up the chart a little bit. We'll get rid of this and get rid of this. I do want to have this on. I don't trade specifically off trend lines, by the way. I just use them to basically gain like structure on the chart. I think it's important to have structure on the chart. Let's move this up a bit here. Okay, that looks good. To be fair, I think going down with the trend here and just following the trend, we've had such impulse moves to the downside that I think just looking for continuations is really good. But we are currently at previous highs here, so you can see here a lot of previous resistance at this level. You can see we've had like tons of bounces here, and we are currently at that exact level now. So that's something to watch out for. We are in an area of, let's say, turbulence, but I'm not really seeing any spikes down in money flow, which signals to me that we're not forming a bottom yet. And yeah, we can do is we can pull a fib from this high to this low, see what we come up with. Not really liking that. Probably the recent high before we had this huge move down. This looks nice. Okay, there we go. So golden pocket plus prev low plus trend. I'm happy with that. Any trade I can take right now. Rock, if your system is giving you a buy or a sell trade, then following that and going with that. I'm personally not looking for a position right now. I'm still in shorts from all the way up here. So I'm still in shorts from all the way up here. I've taken partials along the way. But yeah, I'm not looking to I'm just looking to continue to hold those shorts. What social media can I chat to you on? iMob. So if you click the link on the YouTube description, drop me a message on Telegram. And yeah. What's set and forget Stephen Cooper? Max, so can you look for a spike to confirmation buy on money flow, but also look for money flow to curve to the upside to buy too? Yeah. Los Blancos, yes. So the curvature mainly on Bitcoin, because like Bitcoin just is nice. Like Bitcoin money flow, when it's smooth curves, that works really well. But you can still look for a curve. So for example here, I mean, this isn't the best example. But we can see money flow, if we pull this up here, we can see money flow is curving overall down. Like you can see it's curving round. And then we got this spike here. This spike here was like the exact top, okay? Looking for spikes normally indicates a bottom of some sort on gold, more times than not. So it's what I look for, mainly on lower time frames though. Where are you from? I'm from just outside of Birmingham, the UK, but I currently live in Dubai. But yeah, like Craig says, there's a lot of different ways you can look for confirmations. So I use it as one big thing. So I don't just look for spikes down in money flow. I look for those, but I also look for divergences in momentum, divergences in VWAP. I know Jay uses divergences in VWAP a lot as well. And yeah, divergences in VWAP are very good. And more so lower time frames, Los Blancos, so like 5 minute, 15-minute time frame. And then when I'm like actually like very close to entering, I'll look for spikes down in the 1 minute, 3 minute as well. I'm not looking for buys, Liquidity Lab. One thing is, guys, I see a lot of people in the chat here saying about buys. Like we've just had a huge impulse move to the downside. Like when I say like, okay, price has got a lot of momentum right now, okay? The selling pressure to the downside is a lot. Why look for buys when the trend is, you know, to the downside? It seems like the more optimal thing to do is to just look for a continuation to the downside. That seems like the more higher probability thing to do. Oh yeah, true, Tony. Thank you for pointing out. Boom. But yeah, when we have a huge impulse move to the downside, hello DT. Yeah, but when we have a huge impulse move to the downside, a huge impulse move to the upside, instead of thinking like, I can catch the top here, I can catch the bottom here, no one like consistently profitable has really tried catching highs and tried to catch a falling knife and tried to catch like I don't know, a shooting rocket or whatever you want to call it. Like, it doesn't work like that. If a rocket's taking off, are you going to bet that that rocket's going to come back down, or are you going to just hop onto the rocket and play off the momentum? Like, if a car's falling off a cliff, are you going to try and say that the car's going to stop, or are you just going to bet that the car's going to continue falling off the cliff? It's the higher probability move to make. And look, sometimes we will just bounce straight back up. We've seen gold do it. We've seen gold do some like V-shaped recoveries. But the higher probability move is just to go with the continuation. Nice, the food trap. $900. Very nice. Facts, yeah. I wouldn't call this I mean, it is spiking a little bit, but I'd want it to see spike more than this. Like, we can see it's spiking like this here, here, here. This isn't as spike as I want to see. Like, not really. John. Yeah, John. So, basically, the reason I got into these short positions, so short position from here, short position from here, short position from here, is for the following reasons. So let's put this exactly how I had it, which was, I had this. Let's get rid of this. There we go. So I had this bearish pennant here. This suggests to me, and from previous price action, I can see a huge impulse move down, okay? So I'm seeing price and I'm like, okay, we've had a huge impulse move down. Price is consolidating. Max, what do you expect to happen next? I expect price to have another move to the downside. Okay, you probably want to build up a nice sell position throughout the day. Okay, what's some nice areas to look for? Okay, we've got this trend line here. Okay, when we get to this trend line, I want to see what what's going on. And then when we actually first came to the trend line, I think it was this one here. When we first came to this trend line, I'm going to be honest, I put in the Telegram as well. I said, guys, I was about to say this looks really nice for a further move to the upside from here. Like, the money flow was sort of very thick in the red. Normally that indicates a nice time to get into buy positions. Momentum's curving to the upside. VWAP had spiked very high. Like, things were looking nice. But then I sort of went, like, really thought. And I came up with a nice way of saying something. So, price, you want to look at local price action and look, is price action moving to new areas, or is it staying in the same area? And I looked here and I was like, okay, price is overall staying in the same area, okay? So then I was like, okay, fuck trading breakouts, okay? I've got my overall bias for the day. I'm going to stick with it. I'm looking for sells, okay? So then I lined up golden pocket with here. So pulled a golden pocket from this high to this low. And then on the 3-minute time frame, I think I saw a spike in... So 3-minute money flow, not really, well, there was a hidden bearish divergence. Divergence in VWAP, money flow in the green, great trade. So what I mean by that is, if we take a look here, momentum has gone up where price has gone down. This is a hidden bearish divergence. Money flow is in the green. Green money flow is the best opportunity to get into sell positions on gold. And if we see here, this yellow line might be quite difficult to see, actually. This yellow line had gone down, whereas price had gone up. This is VWAP, volume weighted average price. This shows me that this move to the upside had less volume than this move. So it's not really like an actual strong move. And if any of you trade breakout, you know, when you have a breakout, you want to see that volume on the breakout to confirm the breakout. We weren't getting that volume, okay? So then I'm like, Okay, I'm shorting this, and that's exactly why I shorted this position. And then that position played out perfectly, so that gave me confirmation on that idea. So then I just added to the trade constantly whenever we came to this trend line. My idea worked. If you find a business that makes money, are you gonna you're gonna reinvest your profits into that business and make more money? If you find a business that loses, you're gonna cut off the business. This is the exact same with trading. Okay, if you enter a trade and you've got an idea, and that idea works, add to that idea, add to that position. Not many, zero profitable traders, zero losing traders add to winning positions. It just doesn't happen, okay? Don't add to losing positions, add to winning positions, okay? Not financial advice, of course, but that is something which has helped me substantially. And so I proved this idea was correct. It went into profit. It was very nice. So I was like, okay, my idea is correct. I'm going to add to the position. So then I added to the position on these highs, on this high, and on this high. Again, you can see that here, here, and here. And then I took partials after each move, moved my stop above highs. Stop above highs, stop above highs, and then I let it ride and took a lot of partials down here. So that was my methodology behind those. I appreciate that, IMOB. What does green money flow indicate sell positions? So if we look back on the charts, when you're in an so basically, if you're in an uptrend, red money flow suggests to me that buyers are having a breather. Let's go through. So you can see we're in a nice uptrend here. We've got a low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, etc. When we come into red money flow here, this is telling me, okay, we've had a big impulse move. This is buyers taking a breather. What do you know? That was a perfect opportunity to get into buys. Again here, we've had a huge impulse move. Money flow comes into the red. This tells me, okay, buyers are having a breather. Great opportunity to get into buys. Again, red money flow, great opportunity to get into buys. And then when we switch into, we're in a bearish trend. So we've took out this low. We've formed a high, a low, a high, lower low, lower high, lower low, confirmed the bearish trend here. And now what we want to look for is green money flow is sells. And we'll probably come into green money flow soon. Potentially when we hit this level here, which will result in a perfect sell. What's this? 100% Andy. Hyundai to Lamborghini. Love that. Alex. I love it when Alex is on the live. It's funny. Nice, John. Pepsi Max. Danny, I've seen you commenting on the videos. Pepsi Max after. Okay, Sam, all good. Even all late to the party. All good, DB. All good. Okay. We are getting a nice... this would be a beautiful retest, this would be. Just so, like, my sort of plan as we... as price moves up here. We're in red money flow. We're coming into green money flow now. I'm looking for sell positions, okay? The retest of these previous lows here. Retest of these previous lows. That's pretty awful, but these previous lows here. Lining up with a golden pocket, lining up with this trend line here. It looks absolutely, absolutely beautiful for a sell position, I have to say. True. By the way, Trump, I think it's been just over a year since Trump's been in office. It has definitely been the craziest price action on gold. Again, volatility's been like objectively at the highest it's ever been. If you look at the ATR indicator, average true range, it's been the highest volatility. And my God, what a year of trading it's been having Trump in office. You know, he goes on to speak about, oh, I don't know, upgrading the White House's ballroom. And then he's suddenly like, by the way, I hate China. And then markets go crazy. It's like, what is going on? And then he says like, like we're dropping tariffs on China. And then in the next tweet, he's like, oh, by the way, we're loosening up things on China. And then he says like, screw China. And it's like, what is this man doing to us? So yeah, it's been an interesting year with him. It happens when you got trillions to make back. Yeah, very true. But yeah, this is kind of what I'm looking for on gold. Nothing too complicated. Like to keep it simple. I agree, DB. I 100% agree. Okay, let's switch over to Bitcoin because someone did ask earlier. So we did get a few nice bounces off this sort of higher time frame level. I'm gonna move this over here now. It definitely caused some interruptions for Bitcoin, but seems to be setting its way as. Let's draw this out. Oh, this doesn't look good. It's not looking good for Bitcoin. Oh, no bullish divergences on the daily time frame. That would have been nice. Momentum's getting going further and further down. So that's not looking good. Money flows still thick in the red. That doesn't look good. Yeah, it seems like Bitcoin's just going to continue to drop. It doesn't look good. Potentially after a move to the upside, looking to short, but this doesn't look the best to me right now. Nothing really looks like it's gonna have a continuation. Okay, there we go. 100% Craig. What a guy, man. Bitcoin to 50k. Look, Bitcoin coming down I'm more than happy with. If you've got a lot of conviction on if you've got a lot of conviction on Bitcoin, then red days are lovely because you can stack more. That's 100 max. But did you find another millionaire to fight? No, Graham, unfortunately not. I'm still training. Like I'm training every day. Literally every day. I had ruthless session today. It was really, really hard. But sort of training before London session. It's pretty cool though. Like this is something really cool. During the, like in the morning when I wake up, my coach messages me and it's like, okay, we're training here at this time. Like the location changes each time. And so it's like, I don't know where I'm going to be training. I don't know what time. It's just like, meet here at this location. It's like some bloody Fight Club shit. It's crazy. It's really funny. Excuse my language. Sorry. Gold and Bitcoin are not the same. I don't like XRP. Jake Paul, Max, reckon you could have him. Who's Jake Paul even fighting next? Because I keep on like hearing that he's fighting people, but I don't know. There's some big fights coming up. What did people think of the fight the other night? Really, Chris? Fair play. XRP, why? Lazy Labrat, I saw XRP last cycle. I saw the exact same thing happen in terms of like, yeah, it's going to be adopted by this, adopted by that. And it just never happens. It's just, XRP is very much in my opinion, just a traditional financial financial model. Like nothing, not much innovation there with crypto slapped on the side of it. I don't like XRP. I haven't got conviction in it, so I wouldn't hold it. Don't get me wrong, you can, if you want to trade it and make money, go for it. But I'm not a fan. Eddie Hall, Jesus. Doesn't he weigh like 200 kilo? Wait, he's not fighting you. I was wondering what you guys were going on about. He's not fighting. You guys are kidding, right? He's not fighting Anthony Joshua. That isn't right, is it? Wow. Fair play. Chris, that's amazing. Really? How the hell has that happened? How? Confirmed. What? Don't they? Yeah, I mean, the money for that fight's crazy, but what? In December? It can't be in December. Says more about AJ's career. True. Really? Wow. Because I know, wow, I didn't expect that at all. Because I know Tate's fighting, that's a big fight as well on the 20th. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, look, don't get me wrong. I'd get in the ring with Joshua for 150 mil. Get me in there. I'd be surprised if it actually goes there. Yeah, that's just doesn't sound like it makes sense. Bit of a tangent here, guys. I do like to go off on a few tangents, and I am very interested in this because I did not. That's really confused me. It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, this is currently gold. All of us a fixed fight. Yeah, it's on Netflix. Wow. Do you like UFC? I do like UFC. I don't follow it like super closely, but I do like it. I need to go to. I haven't been to a UFC fight before. I've been to a PFL, a few of them, but I haven't been to a UFC. I would like to go. Lee, completely agree. Completely agree with that. Yeah, like I think we're all under the same conclusion. We'd all get in the ring with Jake for 100 mil. Like, look, yeah. Yeah, because I swear Jake Paul is he's switched fighters quite a few times. Yeah. The point of a sell. Yeah, it's coming up nicely, actually. I'm going to set an alert here. It's quite late in the night now, so I hope it doesn't hit it, like, tonight, really. We'll move this up here. That's what Javante said. That's mental. 1 mil, I'd take both of them. I'd believe in your DV. Yeah, no, it's definitely. It's in the. Oh, it's not in the. It's not in for the 3 minute. It is on the 1 minute. It's still not in green money flow on the 3 minute though, which is very surprising actually. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that would be annoying if it hits before closing. To be honest, I don't really want it to do that. I especially don't want it to close around here. That would just be very annoying. Max, remove and add the indicator via the. Okay, will do. Boom. Show view app close. Ah, okay, here we go. This is the ColezTrades indicator, by the way. You do gain access to this inside the private group. And yeah, change this to 500. Basically shows strong areas of support and resistance. But I do want the VWAP actually on. Show VWAP. Okay, what? Okay, this one here. This one here. Why isn't it showing this one, and this one? I mean, you can see like the general areas for them is very, very strong. I hope it doesn't get hit before market close. But yeah, interesting day. And guys, let me know how you found today the charts. And if you've got any trading questions, anything at all regarding trading crypto, anything like that, just let me know. And then if you're not already involved, definitely get involved in the private group. The link is in the YouTube description. In there, you get signals analysis courses, full community, 5 other full-time traders who are providing signals analysis courses as well. Genuine is the best place to be if you want to learn and actually become a profitable trader. Feels like we've had a lot of members recently go full-time, which is absolutely outstanding, and a lot of members in the process of it. Excuse me. So yeah, absolutely incredible. And I do believe we're like the only trading group right now who's actually meeting members in person. Last week I met 3 members in Dubai here, which was amazing. We had Mark flown out to Dubai to the trading floor, went through a really long session with him. And yeah, it was really good. And then we've got Jay coming out. Jay is coming to Dubai, by the way, in about 5 days, which is, you know, absolutely incredible. So yeah, amazing. That's going to be insane. Let's have a look. Sony. Change daily open look back to 3. I assume this one. It seems, oh, it's still loading. I closed the sell less than a minute before the drop. I'm at the point I can laugh about it. That's good, John. That's good. And that is, look, that is, it's annoying, but like it's good. And I've still got a lot of that sell position open. And that was at like however much profit. And I mean, I've took a lot of partials on it, so it's all good. But yeah, I'm still holding like large sells on live accounts as well. And I haven't took partials on those yet. So yeah. Tony, I changed the look back period to 3 and it didn't really do anything. Fred the Group is on the line tonight. I've put in a buy on Bitcoin at 89,500. Fingers crossed. Believe in the GOAT, Greg. Greg's got a great track record, so yeah. How do you figures to put as TP and stop loss on a trade? So Raj, so for stop loss, I look back at my chart. Let's say I want to enter the position here. I'll look back on my chart and I'll look for previous highs and I'll just put the stop loss above there. I don't overcomplicate the stop loss. Look back on your chart, look for previous highs. That's for a sell. For a buy, let me just get a buy up. Let's say I wanted to buy here. Look back on the chart, put it under like previous lows. And there you go. Like, I don't really do anything too complicated. Look for previous highs, look for previous lows, put them underneath. Something which is important is if price is staying in the same area, then putting your stop losses outside of that area is very high probability. If price is moving to new locations, keeping your stop loss inside the area and putting your take profit outside the area is very high probability. And then take profit, I never really have like a set full take profit ever really. I'm very fluid with my take profit. I don't like to put ceilings on my profits. I put floors on my losses. I don't put ceilings on my profits. So I'll take partials along the way. Take partials, take partials, take partials, take partials. And then I'll always let part of the trade run, obviously moving stop loss to break even as we go, and moving stop loss further and further into profit as well. Nice eye mob. Love to hear that, man. Really nice. But that's a good idea, Andy. Did you message me on Telegram, that, Andrew? I think if it was to include Fibs, VWAP, everything like that, it would be a very, very long video. Just one purely on TradingView could be good to get you a nice base. Max, what do you start to take partials? Normally 1-to-1. 1-to-1, I'll normally take some of the position off just so I can get that stop loss moved. I want that stop loss at break even or above previous highs or previous lows as soon as possible. Again, the goal is to conserve capital. So yeah, I might be reducing my overall potential profit on that trade, but I'm focused. I'm more so focused on reducing my risk. I always want to be reducing risk. And then from there, I'll leave a lot of the position on. But depending on how good the position is, sometimes I'll just take 10-20% of the position off. Sometimes I'll take 30-40% off. And then I'll let it go to 1-to-2, 1-to-3. If things are looking like they're losing momentum, I'll take another 20-30% off, and so on and so forth. What do you think of quant traders? Very good. Very, very difficult, though. I mean, the thing which came to mind then was like the quant trader is like, I've got my quant, and he's like a maths Asian guy genius. This is my quant. Like, there was a big like joke in the quant community. It's funny. Okay, all good, Andy. Yeah, I'm on Telegram. Make sure you message in like the real my account, because there's a lot of people who like pretending to be me doing like investment scams. I don't do any investment scams. Don't send me money. I'll run a private group. To join the private group, message me. I'll run you through the details in there. You gain access to community signals, everything like that. What percentage of trades do you lose? Probably like full stop loss, probably like 40-35%. I mean, we'll have a look over on this account. We'll go from the start of this month. I don't know what. So this is currently 73%. So it depends though. Sometimes I'll have a very high win rate. Sometimes not. Move that. But yeah, I think you can see that. Yeah. Let me go back here. So yeah, it depends though. Sometimes like the first week of this month, or I can't remember if it was the first week of this month or the first week of last month, I had like a 52% win rate. Like, but the stop loss was the gains were actually really good. Like, I'm not really bothered with win rate if I just care about money and our percentage growth. Craig is 0% stop loss. Yeah. And there was, that reminds me. Yeah, Craig doesn't hit stop loss. It's just like a common thing. But I did run through another mark. We've got so many marks in the group now. But another mark, we had a call a few months ago. And we had a recent catch-up call. And we outlined a plan for him, which was basically, okay, when you take, this is what was basically said. When you take partials, you tend to close like too much of the position. Like you see profits, you want to get out like too soon. And you end up closing like a huge amount of that position without letting it run. And he was getting really nice entries. Like he was his entries were beautiful. But yeah, he wasn't doing that. So we came with the plan of, okay, you're not gonna use a take profit. Okay, what you're gonna do? So he's got 0% take profits really. What we're gonna do is you're purely just gonna move that stop loss. Okay, that's all you're gonna do. So when you're in profit, you're going to move it under the previous low, and then you're going to move it to break even. Then you're going to keep on moving that stop loss up and up and up. And look, a lot of times he did get tagged out for a slight loss, and then it ran. A lot of times he got tagged out at break even, then it ran. A lot of times he got tagged out in a slight profit, and then it ran. But those big winners where he just kept on moving the stop loss and it just kept running, like, you know, trades like this, where it's just huge moves to the downside, he'd capture like the full move. And it's been performing very well for him. Craig, it is true. Look, you can't convince us otherwise. You know, it's true. But up in a day at this minute. Nice, Robert. Nice, Robert. As long as you're up, that's the main thing. Would you normally leverage? What do you mean, Chris Tucker? Like, how much do I risk on each trade? That's good, Craig. Look, you can be 100% stop loss trader and still make money. Like, moving that stop loss up, like, take profits, closing your full position at a set take profit, I think is really limiting a lot of people's growth as well. Take partials, move that stop loss up. You know, and be a bit more fluid with it. Chris, so around 5K on that account, I risk per trade. And yeah. But yeah. Oh, we are moving up nicely to this potential sell zone, though. This looks quite interesting. So, yeah. On 5 minute. What are you looking for, Tony? Ah, okay. That makes sense. Ah, here we go. Okay, let me change this to, I'm gonna put this up to 10. So it shows the last. There we go. There we go. Oh, this is really good, Tony. This is really, really good. You can see how nicely it works. I mean, like, just looking here, if we just go over the past few examples, you can see how strong this is. Okay. What happens here? We come back up. Overall in this area, then we have a huge move down. From here, perfect bounce, huge move up. From here, perfect bounce, nice move up. We haven't hit these yet. Oh, it doesn't look back. I need to change the look back to be higher to go back to the previous ones. But you can see, just, by the way, Tony, is it good? Like, can you add, once it's been hit, like, it goes? Because, like, once it's been hit, it's like, it's previous. If that makes sense. Like, once it's been hit, I don't really want it on my chart. Although it is nice. Like, previous can be good. That first initial hit is very important. By the way, guys, if you are liking the live, if you can double tap the screen, helps spread around the live. Yeah, this is going to be recorded. So all of the lives are recorded and uploaded to YouTube straight after, so you'll never miss a live. I have been going live like near enough 5 nights a week, every week for over a year now. But unfortunately, they all haven't been recorded on here because I've been going live on like TikTok, Zoom, everything. Only recently I've started going live on YouTube, but you can still see a lot of the lives on here. Yes, DB. Type of trade. So who's that? Ali. So I look for confluence trading. So basically, I look for areas of support and resistance using various things, whether it's VWAP closes, VWAP, 4-hour daily, weekly, monthly support and resistance, trend lines, Fibonacci, high volume nodes, low volume nodes, value area high, value area low, point of control, naked points of control. All of these areas to gain very, very small areas of confluence that have a lot of things that line up. And then when we approach that level, I look for confirmations and I enter a trade. And yeah. DB, in the Discord, if you go to the left-hand section, the section where you can see like booking a call, where you can book in a call with support, like general chat, mindset chat, etc. On there, you can see ColezTrades indicator. You click that and there's a setup section, if that makes sense. On there. So yeah. And then, guys, I think we'll be finishing up this this live here. I'll be putting this level straight in the group now because this is something that I want to keep an eye on. I think it's been a really, really good live, guys. I really appreciate everyone, tuning in, asking questions. It's been a really nice day today. And yeah, hope everyone had an amazing day. Still a good amount of time left this week. So regardless if you had a good, bad day this week, tomorrow's a clean slate. Think of if you've had a bad day, instead of just, moving on and being like, oh, okay, I've had a bad day. Like, try and learn something from it. So then you haven't just had a bad day, you've paid for a lesson. It's a great way of thinking about things. So try and think of one thing today that you could improve in your trading. What didn't you spot that would have improved your trading today? Just maybe take, 2, 3, 4 minutes out of your night. Look through the charts and just be like, okay, what could I have done better today? And then tomorrow, really try and implement that one thing that you could have done better. Okay? And use that going forward. And then, guys, if you're not involved in the private group, get involved. Avoid trading bots. They don't work. Automated trading, you'll lose all your money. Don't send me crypto. I don't want your money. Don't get involved in any investment opportunities. They're all scams. Be careful in the trading space. It's not easy. It's hard. And yeah, Jay's going to be in Dubai soon as well. He's getting flown out to Dubai. So, yeah. Hope that makes sense. And yeah, it's been a really, really good live tonight. Again, I really appreciate everyone tuning into these lives. I really enjoy them, and I hope there's some good value there as well, guys. So yeah, take care. See you all in a bit. See you in a bit, Alan. See you in a bit, Craig the Goat. See you in a bit, Graham, John, Tony, DB, Fusion, Lena, Chris, Andy, DB again, Ali, Tony, Elliot, iMob, Chris. See you in a bit, guys. Have a great night.